Welcome back. You're tuned in to Corporate Radar. Well, the next guest on our show is Ashok Chandra, the MD and CEO at PNB, who joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Chandra. Good morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. Just coming to you in a bit. First, we'll just lay out the big focal points that we're looking at. Loan book growth to outpace guidance. Is that a possibility? The corporate loan book is showing some signs of revival, and also support from Treasury book to be visible in Q2 or not. That's something that we'll try to gauge. Mr. Chandra, thanks a lot for joining in, sir. Pretty impressive update is what you're put out there. So let's revise a couple of numbers. What's the guidance with regard to the loan book growth? Point number one. And if you could tell us, it's going to be led by retail. And are you seeing signs of green shoots in the corporate book as well? Give us an outlook on that front.
Yeah, good morning. See, I will not be able to talk about the Q2 numbers, whatever we have disclosed on the SEBI. I think it is already known. Let us wait for the final audit to come, and then we will disclose all those numbers. But yes, the guidance which we have given in this financial year, that is credit guidance, we have given 11 to 12%. I think definitely for the full year, I think we will be sticking to that guidance, and there will be some good momentum will happen. Deposit guidance, which we have given 9 to 10%, and already we have shown a good growth in the deposit, and we have already indicated what is the deposit growth that this quarter it has happened YOY, and it is more than 10.5%. I think the full year, the guidance which we have given 9 to 10%, definitely we are going to achieve those guidance. So I'm very much confident that the Q1 and Q2 put together and the full year, whatever guidance for the full financial year which we have given in the beginning of this financial year, I think definitely we will be going to achieve those numbers.
Mr. Chandra, we just had Tata Capital Management with us, morning Prashant here, and they're saying bumper third quarter, fourth quarter on the back of this GST cuts, especially consumer finance segments, SMEs, etc. Of course, I mean, for you, the book is much, much larger, but could do you echo that?
Yeah, I fully agree with that. And in fact, if you remember my discussion on the GST implementation on 22nd also, and when the GST rate cut had happened, on that day also I had interacted with all of you. And I had indicated that it is a landmark movement that has happened in the GST space, the simplification and the rate cut which has happened. I think that is going to bring a lot of momentum in the credit portfolio in the various segments. And see, this is not the short-term effect. We need to look for the long-term impact of this GST rate cut. And I'm very bullish about the credit offtake, which is going to happen in the retail, agri, and MSME, because the GST rate cut has impacted all those segments. And second important factor is that many of the items which a household daily uses, the rate has been made zero now. So definitely the purchasing power capacity of the individual is also going to increase. And this impact has been to every citizen in the country now. So definitely that impact is going to happen. And we are seeing those impact in the retail, MSME and agri, all these sectors put together. In the 10-15 days span itself, good momentum has happened. And going forward, I think definitely there will be good uptick will happen in this entire portfolio.
Mr. Chandra, great to have you with us on the show this morning, sir. So retail, agri and MSME, I mean, these have been growing very well in the past as well. Your first quarter performance was very good across these segments. My question is now on corporate, especially in light of what the RBI did in the last policy, right? I mean, pretty historic steps. They have made it easier to lend to large corporates, removed some of those earlier 2016 restrictions. They have allowed banks to get into M&A financing in a bigger way as well. So what is your sense? Do you see any signs of pickup in corporate credit? And my question is really that the RBI is enabling banks to lend more to corporates. But there has to be on-ground demand. Just, loosening the framework won't help. Your thoughts on this?
I think RBI has done whatever is required to be done. And for the last 7-8 months, a lot of facility it has been given to the banks to go for the project funding and the infra funding and all. A lot of things have happened. And if I can talk about our bank itself, I had indicated last time also that we had a pool of 1,38,000 crore sanctioned book for the corporate. And this has further gone up now in this Q1 and Q2 put together. I'm very confident that the sanctions which has happened in the last year and this year put together, the size is very, very high. And my request to the corporates now, they should come forward and they should avail the facility. I think it is not, there is a dearth of proposals. Proposals are there. And that is the reason we have the good sanction book. Only thing is that the disbursements are taking time. To some extent, see, a lot of project funding we have done, project financing we have done. And there, you know that it takes 1 to 2 years to take the full disbursement. That is one of the reasons why you are not able to see the impact immediately now. I think definitely in a span of 1 to 1.5 years, you will see the good impact happening on the project funding. And PNB is one of the largest banks in the country.
Yeah,
and
so absolutely, I mean, your words are very encouraging. So overall, you are expecting your book to grow 11-12%. If I were to ask for some sort of a reference guidance for the corporate book particularly, the growth this year would be what? I mean, mid-single digits. Can it touch double digits? If not this year, at least as we get into next year?
We are very hopeful, and the book size which we have, which is the sanctions pipeline and the proposals in hand, all put together, I am very bullish that definitely in the end of the financial year, definitely we should be in a position to touch double-digit growth in the corporate loan book also. I'm very bullish about it.
All right, Mr. Chandra, a few other factors. When you join us, post your numbers again. We'll push you for some more numbers. But a few factors, PNB Housing Finance, that appointment, the new MD at the helm. When do we expect that, sir? The names are submitted, I believe. But when do we hear about that big announcement?
See, PNB Housing Finance Board they and the NRC, they are already running the process. I think you are all aware that advertisement was there and they had sought for the names and final selections are going on now. I think we are expecting that maybe by end of this month, I think definitely the board and the NRC should come out with the name now.
Okay, all right. So that's out of the way. We'll wait by the end of this month. So we've got a timeline at least. The other one is in terms of consolidation of PSU banks. Have you heard any directive that's coming from the center? Because that buzz again has come about. Even today I was reading a couple of papers and we as well have been reporting it, that there could possibly be some kind of more consolidation in the PSU banking names. You've heard something?
I think let us wait and see what it comes out. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not fully aware about this news item and this consolidation piece. So let us wait and see how the government proposes it and the DFS and the RBI, how it comes out.
All right, we'll wait by for that. And finally, the Chandra HSBC life insurance, out there, that IPO, I think the date has been announced. I think you all have close to, PNB has around 23% stake in that entity. So you'll be offloading some stake. If you would give us rough clarity on what is the money you'll be getting from this and what is the quantum you'll be selling in the IPO?
Yeah, we have 23% holding in Chandra HSBC Life and 10% we are going to dilute in that and the price band and the valuation all put together. I'm expecting in the range of around 900 crore we should get out of this, the selling now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Chandra, always a pleasure, sir, speaking to you. Wishing you all the best. You're sounding very optimistic about the core business. And you've given us some guidance with regard to PNB Housing Finance, consolidation, as well as the stake you'll be selling in the next IPO of Chandra and HSBC. Wishing you a good day ahead, sir.
Thank you.
And looking forward to speaking to you soon.